this is the platform, which is Rebel Funding of the account that I won from the competition last month. So currently I'm up by 2.76, yeah, 2.76% at the moment. I'm currently on this trade on the GBP AUD. I took the I took the sell around here, and then I have like 2.23 to actually get this done. Let's say 2.3 to get this phase done, which is why I'm looking to take this trade from here, and I'm only targeting here. And given the circumstances of the trade, this is not the best entry for me here, because the best entry would have been around here and then having my SL around here, and then by now I would have been up like 1 point something percent. But then I was late because I got busy overnight and I was exhausted trying to nap during the day, and then I missed the entry. By the time I woke up, I feel like, okay, you know what? The entry is still there for me to take on the 1 hour, given the circumstances of the structure and everything about the trade. I'll be like, okay, yeah, I can still afford to take this trade, which is why I took it there. And then given that, okay, this could happen before you know it, because if you measure the impulse and then you replicate it around here, as you can see, that totally surpassed that area that we're looking to target. So for me, it's still a go-to for me to take the trade. I still found it valuable. So by the time we got here, I'm going to be looking to move to break even, and then I'll just observe if it's going to hit my TP. Currently, I'm on the trade. As you can see, the unrealized profit P&L. Um, because of the spread, actually should be in profit by now, but because of the spread, today is Christmas and the holiday. I think that's why the spread is actually on the negative right now. Probably the spread is high. So let's take a quick one to look at the account. So guys, this is the dashboard. As you can see, Rebel Funding. Quick one, if you want to participate in the January competition, you can actually come here and then you can see and go to competition, and then you can register through here. So this is the dashboard. Now this is the account. So let's see, as you can see, with 2.76 up. So let's check the history. So guys, this is the performance on this account. I've taken a total of 18 positions, and these positions are actually split. It's not just a single position, actually split. And let's say I want to risk $50, I might do it 25, 25. So sometimes I do close and then leave some open, which is not something I want to do going forward from here. I just want to be like, okay, use one lot size, manage it accordingly. So this is the curve. Initially, I was in a drawdown. As you can see, this was coming all the way down to minus 197, just under 2%. And then before you know it, I was up here, and then 1.41%, and then the next trade I was up 3.68%, and then that's how I got back from that, and then eventually still kind of this is the total the current percentage gain. As you can see, 2.76%. Total win 683 USD, average profit 85 USD, and total loss was 400 USD, and average loss was 40. The average risk reward is 1.2, and then the unrealized profits, which is the current trade that's going on, is 35 USD, which is on Pound Oxy. The strike rate is 44.44%, and then the total equity right now is 2.41. So this is the trades that I took on this. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pairs that I took. Some of the trades that I splitted, and then this is it. As you can see, it's actually here. So this is the account currently. I mean, and then let's check on this Notion template and see some of those trades that we took. On the Notions over here, actually is total of um, 11 trades, one trade, two break even, six losses, and these losses are trades that I could have easily avoided. I mean, but then it's something that I learned from. There's a lot of trades on the losses that I could have avoided, not because it's because it's a loss, but because I could have avoided based on my criterias. But then, I got into the mood. But despite the fact, I see kind of being able to capitalize on the trades that I win on. So NZD card, which was the first trade, this is it, and then got out for around 6.4 something percent from this one, which is it. This is it, which was a scaling on here. which is the first entry here was this one, as you can see from the top right there, and then another 6.4 something like that. And then we have the Euro USD trade for 1.2 or 1.4, something like that. I can't remember completely. It should be 1.4 or 1.3 or something. So those are the trades that I won. And then the losses, they are there again. I mean, six losses, NZD card, US 30. Then, and these losses, these trades, they actually kind of meet the criteria. But then, you know, that is where we have to understand that it's not every trade that meet our trading plan that we still need to take. Because if you want to take all the trades that meet your trading plan, you're still going to be a loser. So there are a lot of trades that I could have avoided here, although they met my plan, but I could have easily avoided it based on some price action details. But then I ended up taking it, which is not something that I want to do going forward because it's only going to get real from here. And then given the goals, this is not time to be reckless. I mean, I'm aware, which is something that helps me a lot be able to damage control because in the past, I allow things to get really, really worse before I do something. Most of the times, losing my account before I kind of take actions. But now, the moment I make the mistake, I kind of, okay, I'm aware that, okay, this is what I do and this is, it got to stop, which is something that is actually helping me along the way now. And then that is part of the experience that I gained from the previous one. What are the lessons that I learned in 2024? It's about patient responsibility and decision. I understand that the decisions that I made before actually leads to where I am today, and the decision that I'm going to make from today henceforth is going to determine where I'm going to be in the next few years, even next year, next 2 years, next 3 years. The decisions that we make today is going to be determined by that. We've always um, want to make the right decisions at the moment or in the moment because that's going to be function of where we're going to be. And then again, it's about responsibility because you'll have to accept responsibility, knowing that whatever outcomes that you are getting, you are responsible for it. Even those ones you deserve, something that you feel you don't deserve, you have. It's about knowing that I'm responsible for them because if there's anything that made me stuck through Falcon for all this while, despite um the blowing of account, the losing of account, the failures and everything, was knowing that this is my responsibility. It's not the strategy, it's not the method, it's me, the user, the trader. And not just that, even in life in general, I like to accept responsibility because yes, I might not be, in control or in charge of the things that get done to me or things people do to me, but I'm responsible for how I choose to respond, how I reacted. They're all my responsibility. For me, I always find a way to take responsibility because the only way you can change is if you think what happened is within your control, you are responsible for it. Because if you feel like, okay, this is just an external stuff that you can control, for you won't see any reasons to want to improve or want to change. And for me, if there's anything, it's about evolving, growth, changing, and developing. Because I always knew I am not the finished article yet. There's a lot for me to learn. There's a lot of room for me to improve, to grow. And every single day, I'm always looking as, okay, yeah, I have to do that. And the only way you can have this sort of growth mindset is where you accept responsibility, knowing that, look, whatever it is going on in your life, you are responsible for it. Even those ones that people, you might not be responsible for what people do to us, but like I said, how we respond is our responsibility. So for me, this mindset helps me be in that kind of a teachability um, a mindset because for me it's always growth. And the only way you can do that is when you accept that you are responsible for whatever is happening in your life. And that's it for me. Even things that I don't do or things that I do, I always feel like I'm responsible that way. I feel the need to want to learn from that. So that's it. And then the third lesson would be about patience because I I've always been impatient for a little while, but knowing that the more impatient you become, the more backward you will go, because you want to, it's just as if you want to, go cut down the fruit because you felt the need to want to eat it when the thing is not ripe. You're always gonna have hurt your stomach, right? I tried to do something really really quick, but it's always got me even 10 step forward backward. So for me, it's about that patient knowing that, okay, the only thing that you're in control at the moment will be the inputs, what you can do, but the outcome, you have to be patient with it. It is going to come. I mean, you have to believe that, having that faith that yes, this outcome that I seek is going to come, but in the moment, it's about my inputs. And then whichever the result is coming in the moment is deserved. Because like I said, this is going to be reflections of all the past decisions that we've made in the past. So currently for me, it's simple. It's simple for me now. I have a lot of goals for next year, but for me, I don't want it to cloud my mind, because I understood this is not, the goal is not the difference between being successful or not being successful. Because if that is the case, every athlete going to the Olympics would have been a winner, because all of them all have the goals of winning the gold medal. But right now, there's those ones that won it, and there's ones that fail. It's not just about setting the goals to win, it's about what you do in between, which is something that kind of resonates with me. And this is kind of stuff that I got from the chapter 1 of Atomic Habits. It's a very beautiful book. I mean, nice books to read. The goal is not the difference, doesn't make the difference in terms of being a winner or being a loser. Is what would be what we do in between. Like, yeah, that kind of resonate with me, because I've always been adept at setting goals, and most of my goals is always outcome driven, to be honest. They're always outcome driven. Dude, I want to achieve this, I want to have this, I want to buy this, I want to do this, and those things I can't even control. I mean, I can't control. And then even setting this kind of goals made me lose sight of the most important thing, which is the inputs, the effort that you put in. Although I read it from Think and Grow Rich, everything, how to set goals and everything, the details, what you need to give in return. But you know, uh, I failed to implement that. That's, like I said, my responsibility as well. So those are the decisions that I made in the past, which I'm living with at the moment. Yeah, it's kind of hard, but it's the lessons you learn that, and then you go forward. So that's okay. So right now I have the goals, but it's not something I'm more kind of clinged to or maybe obsessed about. For me, the only thing I'm obsessed about now is the inputs, what I needed to do. I mean, the actionable process about it. Yes, I know I want to do this. I want to do this, but they come with a cost. They come with an expense. They come with sacrifice. What do you need to sacrifice? What do you need to give in? Your time, your energy, um, all these things. But I knew I'm in the positions where I can get a lot done right now. But then it's about, you know, doing what matters in the moment. So right now, I I really really gets to learn a lot of things, especially in these last months of the year, and I'm really really grateful, because I know I'm only getting stronger from here, growing stronger, growing wiser, even more. Like, every single year, I've always been getting closer to the person that I wish to be, and I don't know how close I am, but I know I'm getting somewhere. So that's what matters. So guys and girls, I'm really optimistic. I've always been optimistic, resilient. That's I persist until I succeed. That's always my favorite quote with Falcon. I persist until I succeed. I'm willing to go to the drawing board, starting anew. Doing this thing. But my central focus this time around is about the effort that I put in, the discipline, in sticking to my plans, and my rules, my routines. Getting in shape. I need to stay fit. I need to. I need that vitality. Because I need it. I need to stay fit mentally, physically, which is what I'm really grateful about Rewired, because yeah, I have that to help me. And then in terms of the physical, yeah, like doing the exercise, maybe going for a jog. But right now, it's not something I'm doing. But when I was in school, it's something that I do. So I just have to kind of, get familiar with my push-ups, sit-ups, boxing training, agility, and then stamina training, all this kind of stuff. Now I have to stay fit. Is my priority. It's always been my priority staying fit, mentally, physically. And there's a lot of things to do. So yeah, I'm really looking forward. So